Let's see what this brings. Yeah, that's usually how it goes, though, Baconator. Yeah, they're stressing you like that. No real need to have them around. So you made the right decision, don't worry. Take it from me. Got plenty of experience. I was hoping this was a camera here. It's just sensor data, it looks like. It looks like it's essentially offline at this point, so it doesn't matter. Looks like we got our trio here now. Brandon, Vince, and who is this guy? What is his name again? Corey. I gotta remember his name.
Showing it inland.
Whoa. Sorry, Vince. Jack, darn it, Vince. Get off my screen. There's Brandon. Okay. So to anyone tuning in here, I'm just going to say it bluntly. I have no idea how long this stream is going to go. I don't anticipate it lasting a long time. It could last until the early parts of the morning, but I'm kind of leaning towards it not being a long duration event. It's still very conditional, if anything, here, because when we look at this confluence band, none of the supercells are like really strong, but none of these are expected to be those classic like 40, 50,000 foot tall supercells here. These are all going to be more so towards the surface, low top supercells, if you will. So that being said, we're going to just kind of watch what happens here, see if any convection gets out ahead of this confluence band or behind it even, and we'll see what happens here. The pace of these storms isn't incredibly fast either, and these still have a decent way to go before they get onshore. I really think the peak time frame is going to be still between 2 to 4 a.m. Might see a couple more storms try to get going before this main line, but we'll see what happens with this. Very liquid situation over here. Got 4 people watching right now. Let's see if we can somehow get to 10. I'm impressed we even got 4, to be honest, considering we're looking at a nocturnal setup and overnight one at that. So I'm not really expecting a whole lot of viewers. But if this actually goes somewhere, then that's really freaking awesome. Alright. If anyone else wants to tell me what they've done, if y'all want to talk other stuff outside of weather, feel free, because it looks like we're going to be sitting here for a minute just waiting to see what happens here. We'll get some music going too while I'm at it. Also, in the meantime, here we have Baconator talking about his female troubles. Hey, Beck. What just happened to my camera? You ain't gonna talk on Discord, Baconator. You know good and well you aren't. Is it working? Okay, it looks like we got it back up and running. That was confusing. Yeah, okay, there we go. I don't know what happened. Yeah, you don't want to be around people like that, man. You don't. So good decision on your part. Good decision. You should already know to be careful who you surround yourself with. What am I trying to do here? Okay, there we go. That is also very true. Very good. You're learning. You are learning, child. You are learning all the ways. Very good. I am proud of you. Well, the main confluence band is actually over here. It's still offshore right now. Business will pick up a little bit later overnight tonight. Like I said, I really think the time frame is going to be between 2 and 4. Or maybe at this point, I'm like leaning more so towards maybe 3 to 5 a.m. I don't really think this is going to be like a widespread event, Beck. I think it's going to be more so just maybe a couple of severe storms get going. Maybe we see a damaging wind gust, brief tornado, but that's about it. I'm really streaming this because I'm just kind of like, why not? I'm just shooting it to see what happens. Just figured this is probably going to be the last live stream of the year unless something crazy happens. I mean, there's multiple storm systems I'm watching on the back end of this, but I don't think anything's going to really produce crazy. Yeah, so you're right in the path of it. You don't have to get on Discord, Baconator. Why you want to get on Discord anyway? All of a sudden you want to talk to the people? All 5 of them? Out here playing. But yeah, rain and high winds are the main things you would be on the lookout for, Beck. I wouldn't expect too much beyond that. Storms are moving at a slightly faster clip than what they were about an hour ago. But yeah, I mean, if you want to go to sleep, I guess it's okay. Okay. Oh, so he's found himself. I'm proud of you. Well, if you want to do it, just let me know. I'll have Discord open. First thing you need to do whenever you get to that is take a breath and say hello. That's the first thing. And then it gets easier as time goes on. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I said, you're okay, Beck, if you do go to sleep. I mean, just have a way to wake up just in case just in case by chance you do end up under a warning. And like I said, I'm not really guaranteeing that you'll see much of anything. I mean, these aren't going to be big lightning producers, it seems, either. I told you, a lot of people think that's in their head, Baconator. Alright, you know I'll be here for a while at least. I'll at least be here for a couple hours. After about 4 or 5, by the time it gets to about 4 or 5, I might go to sleep though, if nothing's going on. If it happens after 5, then I'm like, you know what, I tried. I really did. So one of the things that we're going to be on the lookout for are these special marine warnings, because usually that's a chance of a water spout ongoing, and usually strong winds to go with it. But this one I'm not so concerned with because it's heading offshore already. Yeah, exactly. That is true, Baconator. Like, hearing myself on the phone or really when I even started this, I was just like, ugh, this is what I sound like. But other people thought it was alright, so I was like, well, that's a relief. And then over time, I grew to like my voice a little bit more. Still not totally in love with it. But, you know, it is what it is. You work with what you got. Oh, man. That guy, I tell you. That friggin' guy. Good riddance to him. Alright, let me get some music going while I'm at it. Gotta sift through this playlist. Oh, brother. Y'all are just gonna drag him through the mud till like the end of time, aren't you? I mean, we'll see what happens with the kid, but, you know, yeah, he did make his choices. Can't like it. Can't lie. He made his choices. Okay, let's see. We got music going here. Let me know what the volume's like right now, because right now, obviously, the chasers aren't doing too much anything. Yeah, I hear you, Beck. I mean, I don't know why people were talking like this was going to be a wild setup. I remember one time they did hype that earlier this year, and it was a setup a little bit better than this, and nothing really came of it. Not to say that it can't, but you can't, you cause a lot of panic when you do stuff like that, and I don't like that. It's more productive when people are prepared, more focused, when you're not trying to scare them like half to death. So I think it would be more useful if the local news in particular would be more careful with their word choice. Hey, you getting into politics, bud. I told you about that. I'm not into we don't do the politics thing around here. It's one thing we do not do. It always turns messy, and I just do not feel like cleaning up those messes. Well, I'm not a Floridian, but I know enough about Florida, and I've been there a couple times. Dear God, Baconator. About to shoot your mouth off tonight, aren't you? You might need to go to sleep. Maybe this is a tad bit loud. Is the music volume a little too loud, or is it good? That's true, though. Well, at least Beck's a good sport. I've made that joke to a Floridian once, and they got livid. They ended up being, like, livid. Tornado tyrant. Nah, just call Baconator Wendy's. That's the tradition around here. That is the tradition out here. We call Baconator from his origins Wendy's. There are forbidden names, though, as well, that you cannot call. I will not mention those. For reasons. Very obvious reasons. Yeah, the origin behind that story is from, well, Baconator wanting to try and make a nickname for me, and all of his nicknames were absolutely horrible. They still are. And I was just like, alright, Wendy's, I've had enough of you. Who started what name? Baconator? That actually... You made some... Yeah, Uncle Larry is stupid, first off. Secondly, you tried to take that name. Yeah, we don't like them either. We don't like them either. It's a shame how people end up turning out, how people actually turned out to be, you know. And it's pretty dramatic. That drama was not warranted. No, don't make me time you out, dude. You're not gonna go starting with this whole stupid nickname thing. I do know one thing. Soon I'll be able to add my own little bit of music to this soon. Look forward to that next year. I gave you guys a couple of spoilers a while back. So that's just one. There's plenty more down the pipe here. But actually making your own music is quite the process, from what I've found out. Especially from the production side of things. A lot of people don't quite perceive how tedious that process is. Yeah, that really, really long one that you can't even remember. I mean, that was just utterly ridiculous, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Now you have to learn how to do 10 one-handed. Uh-oh, it's windy now. Actually, a lot of the peninsula is under a wind advisory right now, so that actually isn't surprising. Even after this storm passes, the wind advisories are going to be hanging around for a bit here. I said that's your next goal. That doesn't mean you have to do it right now. What you should do to prep for that is you do the little counter push-ups. You go to the counter and you start trying to practice it one-handed, slowly but surely. Oh, he's actually trying it. That's actually kind of funny. Don't hurt yourself. So the most impressive thing I've seen right now out of this Confluence band is mainly this little section right here. Not really expecting too much out of it still though, so you know. Oh, you do archer push-ups. Okay, and might need to work on that technique then. You better not be arching your back if that's what you mean. Well, I guess since there's nothing going right now, we'll look at some model data here. Oh, those kinds. Okay, I understand that a little bit better. That can help strengthen your shoulders, but it can also do a lot of damage if it's done wrong. So, like I said, be careful with those. I don't know the exact name of those myself. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at some model data here. This is basically what the picture is expected to look like as we go through the evening here. It's an 18-hour run that you're seeing. And we're actually kind of seeing a bit of a downtrend here now. Whereas before I was kind of seeing a little bit better chance of some stronger storms, we're starting to see a downtrend with this. Every half mile, 25 push-ups. That could help your endurance pretty good. I hope it does. Oh, that's good to hear. Daggone it. Yeah, it looks like this might already be downtrending. Like I said, this was a conditional threat, so if it does end up downtrending, we'll have to see what this next model run ends up bringing to the table here. I'm pretty sure it's not quite ready, but I think it should be enough so... Oh, yeah. '06 hasn't come in yet, so we're looking at '00 from near 3 kilometer. Try to make some kind of comparison here. Running 6 miles in particular is pretty good for someone your age in general. Eventually you'll get the pace faster. Eventually the goal is going to be getting it down all the way into the 11 minutes, then maybe 10, 9s. Once you start being able to run at that pace for about within 10 minutes a mile for 6 miles, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'm trying to somewhat get back into it, but I've been working like 45-hour weeks recently because a whole bunch of madness is going on at my job, so it's been tricky. Okay. Good luck to you when the time comes. Hopefully you've trained well enough for it. So a new meta discussion just came out, and it's discussing flash flooding. Not surprising. We talked about that. But I'm not so sure about this tornado threat anymore. I mean, I think it's still possible. I think we could maybe get a couple warnings out of this at best, but dang. We'll give this to about maybe 3, and we'll kind of go from that point. But every model that I've been looking at recently Seems like we're going the other way here. Like we're starting to get away from the severe threat. Like this is supposed to be the time frame when we see a lot of those cells, a lot of convection coming in, and this will be the best chance. But it looks like the fail parameters have prevailed here so far. Of course, a lot of things can change here still, but for the most part, we're trending further and further away from severe. At least from what I'm seeing here. That low is going to be very close to you, and even if you don't get severe weather back, you're still going to deal with some high winds for at least the next 6 or 7 hours. So it almost tried to get itself together like a tropical system. Never really did, of course. I mean, the waters are cold and such, wind shear working against it, but that's besides the point here. It's going to be pretty squally, pretty rainy, pretty windy over there for a while. I guess we'll just be chatting really for this stream though, because unless these ramp up really quickly, which, if I'm being honest, we're seeing, well, these aren't really coming together very nicely. Like they're holding up, but it also seems like this middle section's weakening. You want to see increasing convection to the south, and I'm seeing less actually. Jeez, 134 to 240. That's what you call growth spurt and a half. That plus a little bit of work being put in too. Put it in perspective for you, man. What I weigh at right now, about probably 202. It's the heaviest that I've consistently weighed. But the highest I've ever ballooned up to is about 210. There is a little bit of increasing lightning over here to the south, so I think that might become the play here if there's going to be anything at all. I feel bad for this trio here. If they came out here to storm chase, this might be a complete bust for them. It's not over yet, but right now things are not looking great for these guys. Well, hello to everyone that is tuning in right now. We're currently monitoring the potential for severe weather over here towards Florida. There is a chance that if these storms can get their act together, there could be a couple of storms that end up maybe producing some damaging winds or a brief tornado. Right now, we're kind of working against it, considering the fact that these storms offshore here aren't really blossoming at all at the moment. I think instability, the lack of instability, is really the inhibiting factor right now. But if we do see some sort of uptrend, I could anticipate a tornado watch being issued. Maybe a couple warnings would be possible. But this is, like I said, it's very conditional. Going to be kind of hard to jump on board with anything here. So we'll see what this does within the next hour or so. If this shows any signs of ramping up, we'll keep going. If it doesn't do anything by about 3 something, I might call it the stream here. Because really, I think this is the best chance we have here. That and any sort of convection that flares up here out ahead of this main line. If you're just tuning in, of course, definitely hit that like button if you would. That would be awesome. And also hit that share button. If you're new, definitely hit that subscribe button as well. Really appreciate that. We just hit 600 today. Love to lock that in for the rest of the year, at the very least. You don't want a relationship at all, Baconator? Well, it's good to prioritize yourself, man. So, do what you have to do. I don't blame you for thinking that way. And besides, it's good not to rush into a relationship right now. Also appreciate the congrats. But yeah, at your age, you shouldn't be rushing for it anyway. So don't get caught up in what you see around you. Just stay your course and work towards what you want out of life. Because if you get caught up in what everyone else is doing, you're not really going to get very far. No matter how much potential you actually have. Yeah, like I said, man, don't rush that stuff, man. Don't rush that stuff. Like, I definitely wouldn't stress it. Besides, even then, the first try isn't always perfect. Personally, I think it'll blow over too, but I'm just trying to be here just in case, Beck. But yeah, definitely let me know if something does happen. Yes, Beck, make sure you tell him. Make sure you tell him. Alright, got the got the widget fixed up. Man, I'm really excited for next year already, man. Baconator or Baconator? Which one is it? And sometimes if you say it fast, even if you try to put a little bit extra pronunciation into the O, it'll still come out as Baconator. Who's spelling it wrong? Not, at least there's no one here that's spelling it wrong. Beck sure didn't. I'll tell you on I'll send you a message on Discord and I'll tell you. Yeah, some cool stuff is ahead for next year, man. It buffered, or did it just like go out or something? Oh, good. Well, I mean, at least it was on your end. I mean, it was looking pretty smooth here, so I was a little worried that something just randomly changed. You know you didn't have to type that, Baconator. Sorry guys, I'm typing. Anyone that's watching. Still here. I'm just trying to make sure I formulate everything well together. Alright, you want to play this game, Baconator? I got you. Nope. I warned you, bud. I warned you. You want to act like a butt? That's what happens. That's what happens, man. Nope, there is no say something right now. Hush. Shut up, Baconator. No, you fixed nothing. I muted myself. Or maybe you just didn't hear me, I guess. I don't know. I swear if you do anything mukbang related, I'm kicking you. But alright. There we go. Maybe I'll make that into an emoji though, with you trying to say that Ty is typing, or Ty Metal something is typing. Okay, too sleepy to mukbang. That's good. For once. Storms are trying to get going right now. They're going to be pulsing in and out for a little bit, it seems. Let's see if we can find that, I know what I can do to get some payback here. Let's go ahead and see if we can find that, pirate song that you can't stand. Switching up from the metal real quick, though, to something a little bit more contemporary. Since you want to act out, though. Since you wanted to act out, we can do that. I'm trying to figure out how to adjust this volume to get it like perfect to where it's not too loud. Well, screw you too then. How about that? Screw you too. Huh? I don't know if it's like that anywhere. Maybe I'm too close to the mic. That's all. Could be that. Yeah, thought so. Oh yeah, Discord's always weird with the whole audio setup thing. So that's no surprise. I already gave you this, like I said earlier, Baconator, I already gave you sneak peeks for one of the songs. Already gave you a sneak peek for Clouds. I can tell you that I would say maybe 3 songs. One of them watching is myself because it's easier to look, because I can actually look at analytics on my other screen here. So one of those is actually me. I figured out a way to kind of finesse it with the 2 screen setup now. So really it's more like 4 people. But yeah, if I switch the screen over to the other real quick, I can show you. 3 other people, yeah. But yeah, if I show you my second screen, there you go. Just have to put your voice out there. That's all you can do. Come on. You gotta do it. Oh, I have you muted anyway right now. Well, you're hot now, so it's up to you. I had to mute you for all them other times where you had the daggone mukbang thing going. Yeah. But Discord is, but yeah. If you speak, I'll be able to hear you. If you speak, I'll be able to hear ya. Okay, so we're starting to see some mergers here. That might be a sign. Oh, the stream will be able to hear you. Your voice will be on the internet for all to hear if you speak. Muhahahahaha. Guess I'll put on YouTube in the meantime in the background while I'm at it. Should I do the oh, I didn't know my TV was that loud. Oh. Oh shoot. There goes the batteries to my remote. I wonder what I sound like on Discord right now. Can't be anything good. That's for sure. Sure, if you want to record it, go right ahead. Okay, got that going. Oh, I was just trying to find something to play in the background. Thanks for the sub, OK Norris. I appreciate you, buddy. Hope everything's going well over there wherever you are, whether you're in Florida or somewhere else just spectating, like I am. But yeah, if you want to record a clip of me on Discord, seeing what I sound like on there in comparison to YouTube, definitely do, because I'm almost kind of curious, but also kind of scared. I mean, it's not like anything else is going on at the moment here. I'm a little bit leery of the merger here, but at the same time, something that I'm making note of also is the fact that some of these, as these little cells try to pop up, like the cells towards the rear end up dying out too. So, this might not do anything. Oh, from Wilmington. So you guys might have a threat for storms tomorrow, actually. Maybe it's an issue with your setup or your speakers or something. Shut up, Baconator. Don't listen to him, Norris. He's silly. That's why we call him Wendy's. But yeah, Discord's audio has always been an issue. But remember at one point we were boosting the server? I think if you got the server to like maybe level 3, then the quality improves. So basically Discord's saying either you pay us or we give you terrible sound quality. But yeah. This is what we have going on right now. Not much of anything actually at the moment. There is a chance that if these storms do somehow get their act together, they could maybe spin up a brief tornado or some damaging winds, but this was a very conditional threat to begin with. Main reason I'm even live is because I saw that some of the storm chasers were going to be over here. So I figured I'd give it a shot. Truthfully, I'll probably be on here for like another half hour, maybe an hour at most, just to see if anything gets going here. To watch this feeder band make landfall. Probably after that, I'm calling it a night. I might be better off trying to look at the severe setup for tomorrow. Even with that, it's pretty much a similar deal. Thankfully, I'm not too tired right now. What is it, Baconator? Oh, come on. You might as well say hello to the people. They know that you are here. They know that you are here. You must speak. You must speak. Why must I order you around here like a dog? Speak. Speak. Come on and speak. No, it's not I know speak. If we actually did live in the same house, I would just drag you to the mic. Just say, shut up, you speak now. And if you don't speak, I smack you in the back of the head. Also, we here at this page do not promote violence. We do, however, find it hilarious. I'm kidding. Obviously, I wouldn't do that. Besides, I'm not your dad, not your lover. Wait, domestic abuse. Hold on. It wouldn't have been a hard smack. It was like, go ahead and speak. It would have been like some. You don't have like a big brother, do you? Because that's how I grew up. Yeah, that's brotherly love for you. Well, then you know what that. Then you should know what this is like. You should know what this is. Then you should know what this is. Yeah, exactly. Then you know what that is. Then I would. All right. Where is your big brother? If he's available, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get a hold of him, have him drag you to the mic, and say, speak. And if you don't speak, he smacks you in the back of the head, and he'll keep smacking you until you speak. Yeah. Where he at? Where's he at? Come on. Speak. You gotta overcome it eventually. You said you wanted to overcome it, so I'm trying to help you. Even though I think it would also be kind of funny. Oh, he is. Daggone it. Seriously, come on. You gotta break through that. You gotta break through the wall soon enough. Get your dog to wait, what? How? You know what? I'm not even gonna ask. I'm not even gonna ask. I can't help you even. I can't help you all the way from here. And I thought you weren't eating. You said you're too tired to eat. What's going on here? Okay. Well, in the meantime, I do kind of have to head to the restroom real quick, speaking of water. So, I shall return in just a moment, you guys. Of course you are. Alright, I'm back, and TMI, my guy. I don't know why you had to let let all three people know exactly what you were doing. You are nasty, sir. It's different for me because, well, I'm the captain of the vessel. You're nasty. Fair enough. Your blood sugar's high. That's no bueno either. I don't know which one's honestly worse. That's not awful. That's not awful. $185's alright. Yeah, it sounds like you did. Sounds like you changed the setting on it. Oh, here we go. Severe thunderstorm warning. We have it basically slated for 60-mile-per-hour winds and pea-sized hail. So Punta Gorda, Burnt Storm Marina, Pilot Harbor, Solana, Charlotte County Airport, Tropical Gulf Acres, Harbor Heights, Charlotte Park, Cleveland, Babcock, Webb, WMA. You guys need to be on the lookout for some damaging winds here. It's going to be a quick mover. The storm is moving northeast at 50 miles an hour. Also has a special marine warning, and mainly the hazard is 45 knot winds here as well. Let's go and look at this on velocity here. Maybe we can see something impressive. There's definitely something there. Definitely some decent wind there. See if I can get to a better radar station. I can't hear you. I actually legitimately cannot hear you right now, though. You aren't even in the call, dude. Yeah, you aren't even in the call right now. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, this storm's definitely on the uptrend here at the very least, because we're seeing a little bit of lightning out of this. It actually has a good shape to it, like it could try to get its act together a little further. If it can root itself to the surface, it may actually try to rotate here. With that friction and low-level jet in place, it definitely could work in its favor here. Alright, I see that you're back in the call now, so it's really up to you what you try to do from this point. Yeah, I don't hear your volume at all. I saw a green circle around you. It sounded like you were trying to talk, but nothing was going through. Maybe I can pause the music and maybe I could hear you. Let's try. Alright, let's see. Let's see if this is the issue here. Alright. Music's paused. And I can't hear squat. Yeah, I still couldn't hear you. I can't hear a single thing from you. Well, we tried. It is what it is for now. Uh-oh. What's going on with this screen here? There we go. We got it fixed now. I guess, sure. Alright. Alright, floor is yours. Will we hear you speak or no? Survey says I can't hear jack squat. Let me check something real quick. Okay. Okay, so okay, my settings might have been reset here. Let's try it now. So my mic works now. Got that.
Hello?
I heard you. Yeah, I can hear you now. Okay, so it was something on my end. You better speak with your real voice. Get over it. It'll be fine. Imagine having your voice crack while you're doing harsh vocals. It's actually very common, but still sucks every single time. Come on. Speak a complete sentence, please. Do it or I will play the pirate song. Come on. Come on. Okay, you think I'm playing. I kind of heard you, but I didn't hear enough. So I'm going to find this song just to spite you. I'll look for it later. I'm feeling a little lazy. I can't explain why your brother's doing that. He's your brother. You should know. Oh, there it goes. Tornado warning. I actually called that one perfectly. I said it looked like it was starting to trend in the right direction here. How do you like that? At least we got to sound the siren once tonight. So, Central Charlotte County and Southwestern DeSoto County in South Central Florida, Southwestern Florida. This is now a tornado warning. Storm capable of producing a tornado is located over Punta Gorda, moving northeast at 40 miles an hour. So Punta Gorda, Fort Charlotte, and Charlotte County Airport are the main areas of interest here. Pirate Harbor is also involved as well. Lake Susie, Solana, Nocturnal, or Tropical Gulf Acres, Harbor Heights, Charlotte Park, Cleveland, Fort Odegon, and Charlotte Harbor. You need to be on the lookout for this storm as well. Come on. You can do it. Come on and talk, man. It's alright. Step into the light. Step into the limelight, sir. Please and thank you.
How do you pronounce that? Arcadia?
Oh, he speaks, and his voice actually sounds alright. What'd you say, though?
How do you... Oh, I'm in my radar. I'm gonna just close. How do you pronounce that? Arcadia? Arcadia?
I would say Arcadia.
Arcadia.
It could be Arcadia, but I would say Arcadia.
Florida has some crazy names like Mikosuke. I don't know.
Yep, Nikolasuke, Kissimmee.
Milkout.
It sounds like there's a lot of Indian names, a lot of Greek names in there. It's
Yeah.
interesting for sure. So Arcadia,
Why do you do that? For sure.
Wauchula, Zolfo Springs.
Oh, I just found Apalachicola.
Apalachicola.
Yeah.
Apalachicola. That's actually, yeah, that's a, remember that one stream where we were somewhere towards like Colorado, New Mexico or something? We found some weird names there as well. Or no, I think it actually might have been Wyoming. It was earlier in the year.
I don't think it was Wyoming, was it?
It was somewhere out west. It was out west. Not far out west. It was like towards the western end of Tornado Alley. But I
I think I
remember
remember it being Oklahoma, but I don't know.
it might have been Oklahoma actually. I think it was. I think it was actually Oklahoma.
Like Tahlequah.
Tahlequah, and then there were a few names. I think, oh yeah, there was Hooker, Oklahoma. That one, we were all getting a hoot out of that one that night. We were all getting a hoot out of that one.
From Hooker, Oklahoma.
And then there were some towns in Texas that were weird. I can't remember all the names. And then everybody started going on this little tangent where we were just finding random names in other countries, like really weird town names in other countries. It was
Oh,
quite,
Texas has some,
huh?
for sure.
Yeah.
Nakog dog shit. I don't know. I'm not good at pronouncing town names.
Nacatoches, and then Louisiana has some as well. I mean, all of them have really weird names, but in particular, I've noticed a lot towards like the bayou and towards the southern plains.
Yeah.
Turn that music down a bit when I get it back going here.
I don't know why they warned this. It's not impressive.
No, I can
Oh,
see
never
it.
mind.
I can see the rotation. It's right here. I'm gonna mark it.
I'm not looking at your stream. I mean, I can see it. It's just like,
Radar definition's trash here right now. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah.
Radar, yeah. But see, you're doing fine.
Yeah.
What I tell you? You're doing fine. Contingents would be proud of you.
Except Contingents isn't here, so. Unless he just randomly pops on at like 3 in the morning.
I highly doubt that. But tell you what, I'll clip it and send it to him.
No.
What, you want to do that? You should.
No, he can join if he wants to hear me.
Sheesh. He's making demands. Oh boy here is making demands. You have to catch it when it's fresh.
I'm sort of disappointed. I saw a town named Tifton, except I saw the F as a T. So thought I saw Titin. Tit.
Oh God.
Uh,
Titten. Kids these days and their dirty minds.
okay, it's funny. It's funny though.
It's a little funny. I'll give
Yeah.
you a 3 out of 10 at best. Ooh, this really is heading towards the airport, the Punta Gorda airport.
I find it funny that like Vince and Brandon are like,
Way up north.
yeah, they're like way up north.
I think they already were just like, man, this isn't gonna do
132
anything.
miles.
Huh? How many?
132 miles.
Yeah, I think they
Pretty
gave.
sure.
I think they gave
Yeah.
up on this.
I wouldn't want to be chasing at like 3 in the morning.
I don't really think anyone does. Definitely not a good scenario for sure, but one thing about it though is like, I'm trying to find the right way to put it. It's just like, it's one of those things that might need to happen. But I think considering the fact they were hoping the storms would go off a little earlier in the nighttime, probably more towards like midnight, which is what some people were kind of painting. I already saw from the runs on the model runs on Thursday that this was gonna be like late. So this doesn't surprise me at all that they would start popping up, because I kept saying 2 to 4 a.m. So this is about on schedule for me. So I guess I can chalk this one up as a win. Like at most, I was kind of thinking maybe about 2-3 tornado warnings.
I sort of feel like this is probably going to be like the only one we're going to see tonight, because
Just not really a lot to work. Yeah, you're right, because it's not really a lot to work with here. Because the thing is, it's like there's not much instability with this setup. Of course, no daytime heating with it being 3 in the morning. And then to go with that, really, this is just kinematically fueled. It's good low-level jet. Definitely good low-level jet. But anything else is just kind of mid-grade at best, if not low-grade. But this storm is holding up pretty decent for the moment right now.
yeah.
But eventually I do think it's going to probably start to fizzle out a bit more. I think once this confluence band goes on shore, that's probably going to be like almost a kill switch in a way. Trying to find something to... That's alright. Occasionally I yawn on stream, so it's not like it doesn't happen. Alright. I'm getting tired of this song. I'm gonna probably switch to something a little bit more fast-paced.
What is it? Is it the pirate song?
No.
Oh, it's lame.
You're scared of that pirate song, aren't you?
Sorta.
How are you scared of this pirate song? It's actually not harming anyone.
I have bad history with pirates. I'll just say that.
Oh. Okay then. That's crazy.
Huh?
I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that to be a response. Bad history with pirates.
Yeah, because, you know, they pull their flintlocks up on me. Not fun.
Well, sheesh. Hey, Evan Freiberger's on live right now. So uncreative with the jokes. You just gotta... I don't know about jokes either, because I'm not great with them. Sometimes I have them funny here and there, but for the most part, I'm not great with jokes either, so I kind of understand it. Alright, I think we're starting to lose a little inflow notch here, so this is probably not going to be worn for too much longer. Could try to cycle though too. I'm kind of doubtful though. But this looks like this is going to be the best game in town. Like I said, I'll probably push it to like 345 and then we'll see what happens from that point. I'm glad this isn't going to be a super duper long stream, because then this would be really rough on my sleep schedule.
Yeah. No, last night I tried, like, I went to bed at like 12, and I've just been like trying to keep that as like my sleep time or whatever. And this sort of messed it up, so.
Well, I'm just trying to find a way to get my routine back after all the craziness that's going on at work.
Yeah.
45 hours,
it.
almost 2 weeks straight, nearly 45 hours at work a week.
Yeah. That's sort of insane to think about.
I mean, there's people that do more hours, but it's just, I wasn't expecting to do that during the winter. I thought it would be more like a summertime thing. I was thinking, okay, it's winter. It's getting towards winter times. All I got to do is pick up leaves. It's going to be easy. Nope.
I don't even know why people care about the lawn in the winter. That's my question.
Well, here's the thing about landscaping. It's all about appearance. So if you have a yard that's covered in leaves, it's not going to look good. And then it can have consequences there. Like if you let your yard be covered in leaves for too long, it can kill the grass. It can kill your shrubs. It can take everything out pretty much. Even though the grass will brown out, you still want it to get sunlight and such. You don't always have to get out necessarily every leaf, but the main goal in particular is to try and just at least make it look a little bit better.
So do you like physically just like pick up like every leaf, or do you like get like a leaf blower?
Leaf blower.
Yeah. I don't know why you'd pick it up all manually, but.
Well, we do try to pile it up, and usually what I'll do is I'll grab a couple rakes.
Jump into it.
Jump into it. No. Depending on how warm it is, there's gnats in there, and depending on how big the pile is, like, actually, here's a crazy fact. The yellow jacket queens that'll come out towards the end of the year, like once the nest is finished, will sometimes hide under like a pile of leaves, sometimes even hornets. So you definitely don't want to try to jump in one of those, because you never know what might be lurking under there. Usually they're in like a hibernative state, so it's not like they wouldn't be so quick to attack you. But even so, that's not something I want to risk. More often than not, they usually will stay away from.
I'm gonna like mute real quick. It sounds like there's like a helicopter or something over my house right now.
Okay.
Be right back.
All right. Yeah, the storm's already coming apart. So if you're tuning in for the first time tonight, folks, we currently have one tornado warning right here. Maybe could be our only tornado warning tonight with this overnight severe setup in Florida here. There were times where I was a little bit more concerned about there being chances for slightly more widespread severe, but I think this is going to be as extensive as it gets here right now. It's questionable as to what happens next. probably hang out here till 4 a.m. probably, and then we'll probably call it a night. Because really, that's going to be the peak time frame for this, if anything. I was expecting this main confluence line here to really be a lot more impressive, but if anything, it kind of looks like these storms are weakening a bit more. We still have to watch to the south a bit more, particularly around this region where the tornado warning is, where we could see a little bit of activity, but it looks like it's going to be few and far between here. In fact, our storm chasers that were here earlier are actually heading off to the north. It looks like they're on the way out of here. If so, I don't blame them, considering that not really much anything's happened. So to travel the distance that they traveled, it's kind of a bust here, unfortunately, for them.
Right. Back. I have no clue what that was, but
What, the noise?
yeah, it was like a really high-pitched rotor sounding thing. It may have been the dryer, because it got like overloaded or something. I don't know. But
You gotta be careful with overloading the dryer.
huh?
Gotta be careful with overloading the dryer. And also, I need to get my clothes out the dryer when this is done.
It's
I
not my stuff.
just reminded me. What'd you say?
It's not my stuff in the dryer. I know that. So.
Must be nice. Up, there goes the tornado warning.
I did my laundry yesterday, so.
You said what?
Did my laundry yesterday, so.
I was supposed to do my laundry yesterday and today, but people in this house do not know how to stick to the guidelines, to the deal that we made. So basically, I just wash whatever I can wash. Forget trying to wash my bed. If I get sick, blame them.
Yeah. Still definitely some strong winds with this, but.
You said what? Strong winds with that little cell right there?
Yeah, but not really much for tornadoes.
Yeah, like you and I were really both saying, it's going to be a narrow window for this, and really, I wouldn't expect too much more beyond this. I might hang out till 4, see what happens beyond this point, but I'm not really expecting a whole lot.
Yeah, there's like this slight little bit of rotation I see, but it's not much worth noting, so.
Yeah, it's really broad rotation right here. It's just like to the northeast of Port Charlotte, and it's broadening with each scan too.
Yeah, with this new scan, it just broadened so much.
Yeah, and I think this storm right here is done for now. Probably will be done for good, but I'll hang around for just a little bit because it looks like it's trying to split. Like if you throw this into a loop here, yeah, it's definitely trying to split. So may have to watch the one to the south here. Maybe it might try to get its act together if it turns right. Who knows? But it definitely looks like that storm is kind of gone to junk. I'm interested in seeing what this one just off of Cape Coral ends up doing, and then after that, probably that's it.
Oh yeah, I was sort of eyeballing that one, but it wasn't.
Yeah, I really think that's going to be the last bit of game in town here, because look at this. Like, the closer these storms get onshore from this confluence band, the weaker they get. So, like I said, it just really seems like the instability just wasn't there. Like, I remember at times we were seeing instability rates at about 1,000 joules per kilogram, which would have been a little bit more ideal. But I don't even think we broke past 600. So, I think that was definitely a deal breaker there. I mentioned that in a couple of the forecast videos ahead of this. But from what Beck had said, though, it seems like a lot of the local meteorologists were like really trying to push the narrative of this going crazy here, and it just never really was that.
Great, because that's what the news needs to do. Like, scare people.
Yeah, I can't stand the whole
That's why I don't watch the news. Every time I've watched the news, it's always like it's either not good or they're just trying to like make you scared.
Yeah, the whole fear mongering thing, I don't appreciate that from them at all, man. It infuriates me actually, because this is what helps. Yeah, this is what gives this is what helps give meteorologists and weather enthusiasts a bad name. It's just kind of crazy.
Definitely some rainfall with this,
But yeah, what do we know though?
yeah, you've only been doing this since you were like what, 3 or 4 or something.
Yeah, I've been doing this since I was like 4. I've started studying this stuff since I was 4. But nope, I don't know anything. I don't, and I totally do all of this for money.
Yup, totally, because you make like more
I-
than like.
Yeah, I make so much. I make enough money to pay every salaried meteorologist salary all in one day. Yeah. Yeah, with all $50, I can pay them all like 1 cent.
Yeah. You're that rich.
Yeah, I'm that rich, man.
On these streams.
Can't even take this seriously. Yeah, man. I'm balling like that.
That's good. Where do I? How do I even do that? I forget how I do that.
That needs to be clipped. That.
Huh?
Hmm?
What do you say needed to be clipped?
That last little bit should probably be clipped.
Oh.
Where I said like, yeah, I'm so rich. I totally do this for. I totally have enough money to pay every meteorologist salary. All $50 that I have, that I've made from YouTube. Like, that's
Except
freaking.
for that little bit that stuff contingents gave you, but that's.
I'm talking about since I became like a YouTube partner.
Oh yeah. Not the Streamlabs donations.
Yeah, the Streamlabs donation's a little different.
I've gotten like 4 subscribers tonight. That's cool.
We got 4 subscribers tonight.
Yep, 600 to 604.
That's a surprise. Well, I appreciate everyone who has subbed. I mean, I just wanted to be here tonight. That's really all it was. I mean, I had nothing better to do. I figured, if this does turn into something crazy, then at least I'm here. If not, then at least I tried. I don't know if we'll cover tomorrow's setup or not, because, I mean, it doesn't look any better than this. If anything, it looks kind of worse.
Yeah, I wasn't I'm not really expecting much out of it. I'm probably not going to really do much tomorrow with weather stuff.
Yeah. Is that you? So I see that you decided to use something else, Baconator. I wonder who this diabetic rat person is. Honestly, right now, like, while I'm just kind of watching the radar, just waiting to see if anything else pops off here, mainly with Cape Coral Storm. I'm actually watching, like, Star Wars fan fictions right now. Like if it's quiet, like I'll just randomly watch stuff on YouTube on the side here occasionally.
Yeah. I'll play like just like random like games on my Switch because it's like I can look at my phone but also look at like the game I'm playing.
Shoot. Sometimes I'm like tempted, but if I were to try to play Modern Warfare Zombies, then I don't think that would work too well because that takes so much attention to actually not die in that game.
Yeah.
So there's that. All right, here it is. That storm is almost making landfall on Cape Coral here. So really, this is the last game in town here, so to speak. The thing is, I see a little bit of convection trying to form out ahead of it. It could kind of hamper it a bit more and take away what little instability that there might be left over here. Cause it's pretty much gonna be following in the coattails of the Punta Gorda storm, and with instability already being limited, it's not gonna bode well for it.
Honestly, I might just like hop off because I'm sort of.
If you're dozing off, man, just go ahead and go to sleep, man. It's all good. I'm probably not gonna be too far behind you, considering what we're looking at right now. So.
Why isn't it? Oh. What? Okay. For some reason, I was trying to look at Florida, except I was on one of Canada's radars.
How did you get all the way to Canada when you were looking for Florida? That's crazy. How'd you end up?
I think when I was zooming in, I think I accidentally pressed one of them.
Oh yeah, that can happen.
So I sort of like, I don't know why, but I like sort of double tap when I try and zoom into things. That's probably it, but anyways.
I've done that once or twice. But yeah, you were saying you're gonna call it a night?
Yeah. Alright, good night.
Alright. Appreciate you, Baconator. Catch you later, man.
Catch you later.
Good night. Well, folks, that was Baconator here, one of our mods. It's the first time he spoke on stream. I'm actually proud of him, if I were to say so myself. And he was so scared to talk on here. But, yeah, he's done a good job. Keep an eye on him. I think he's going to do big things in the weather community, as well as our other mod, Kyle, who is already doing big things. With that being said here, we're just waiting to see what happens with this last storm, and then probably going to call it a night. Because I'm not too sure that this is really going to do much of anything either. Looks like it's trying to get itself together, but it's just really unorganized. And the environment's just not really sufficient enough to really help get it going, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Just a lot really worked against these storms tonight. If these storms were to have gotten themselves organized a little bit earlier, then we would have had a shot at maybe a couple more tornado warnings here or there. But really, like I said, this is the last game in town. Why am I so holly jolly? Jeez, I was saying I was proud of you, man. But you know what? Just for that, maybe I should play the pirate song just to mess with you. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna do that because it's a little too much effort right now. Besides, I like this song here, Construction. Starting that one over. Yeah, of course, this is my bread and butter, so of course. Alright, Biginator, have a good night, man. I'll talk with you guys again soon. Ha, that almost sounds like a pause. Oh, I can believe it. I can believe that you know some people with some pretty crazy taste in music. Yeah, this is gonna try to do it. It's gonna be this little bit right here. Briefly might try and spin up a little quick tornado. Might get a warning out of it. Then after that, it's probably gonna fizzle out just as quickly as it flares up. Tornado is correct. Maybe. It's forming a little inflow notch here, so yeah, it's trying. It's gonna shoot its shot. This was entertaining. Bye bye, Ties Right Funny Bone. I don't know why we even have that name still. I don't know why that's still a thing here. Freaking burner account. Pause. That's a pause, Biginator. That's a heck of a spell check then, if that was a typo. If that was autocorrect, that would be really funny. Autocorrect is really sus right now. And if autofill did that, that makes you very sus. It'd be funny. Seems more like it's trying to split here. It's going on shore here. It's going to be heading right near the fishing shacks here in Hilltide Estates. You can expect some increased activity over here. One thing I kind of don't notice is one thing I also noticed is the lack of lightning. Oh, so you are admitting that you're sus. Ha! Dang, man. Well, nothing to be ashamed of, if that really is what you're into. To each their own. That's what I say. Not the fish and shrieks. Let's see what this looks like on velocity here. Tiny little baby notch of rotation right there. Might be enough to warrant a special marine warning in the next little bit. Maybe a tornado warning. Maybe not. I thought you were going to bed, Baconator. Oh, not that. Anything but that. What happened? You should go to sleep. Either way, you'll eventually go to sleep. Oh, talking is too much? I don't blame you. It can be a little bit tiresome. I mean, you can just go to sleep, man. You don't have to overexert yourself. There's no reason to. No reason to overexert yourself. Like I said, this is the last storm. This is likely to be the last storm. It is trying, though. I will give it credit. It is trying to get its act together here. Oh, we got all the way up to 10 viewers. How about that? I'm surprised. Sure. Who cares, man? You say more sus stuff than I do, man. That typo was sus too, by the way, just so you know. I want you to pronounce that real quick before you go to bed. I will ruin the evening for you. I will ruin your overnight hour. That was sus, honestly. The sleep typo was very sus. It sounds very sus if you actually try to pronounce it. Yes. You don't get that yet? You just said that you were gonna go to sleep unless I said something sus, but you were the one that said it. And then you're gonna say to get my mind out the gutter. You're the one that said it. I'm the one running the stream. I can't be quiet. So I can't be quiet for too long at least. That's even more of a pause right there. I don't know what you think you're doing, sir. This is a good song right here. Song name, please. This song is called Stygian Rise. So he used music theory with the song title. That's pretty sick. That's how you know this guy's a good musician. The great Alexander Nakarada? Yep, I pronounced it right, Nakarada. Okay. Typing with your eyes closed. You think you're fancy, huh? You think you're so cool. He went proggy too. That's pretty cool as well. Uh-oh, there it goes. Going outflow dominant. If it can merge with this, however, there might be a shot. No, you get wrecked. You think you're very fancy. Shut up. Oh, brother. That wasn't that bad of a typo. Full over. Not pulling over usually will make things worse. What do you think you are, that guy in that little slap championship thing? You think you got that dog, and you get about probably 17 rounds. If you had 17 rounds hit you, that dog would turn into a whimper. That dog in you would turn into a puppy. You would be whimpering and clinging onto what you have left. So hush. That dog in you means nothing when all is about to be said and done. So don't put yourself in that position. That's what I say. Jeez, language. But yeah. But yeah, in all fairness, you're done. Yeah, that's the point I'm really trying to make. Don't put yourself in a position for them to have to do something to stop you. Oh, snap, I forgot that I didn't have my camera on. I just saw the screen up, and that was that. Yeah, to anyone that was tuned in wondering what the heck happened to my face, then there you go. Oh no, you're gonna get your driver's license soon enough. it's gonna pop up on you fast, and you're not gonna be ready for it at first.
Ooh, excuse me.
I like this groove that they have going on with the drums in this song. Like the way he stops that where he stopped the bass there and just let the guitar and the drums kind of work together. So the increase in lightning here as this goes on shore. Might be trying to do the same thing as that last cell. Alright, good night, Baconator. Sleep well, my man. Yeah, it's not gonna be too much longer before I get off of here. Watch, I go to sleep and then watch everything try to go absolutely insane here. So one thing I'll do real quick, just for the last few minutes at the very least here. Use the webcam of Punta Gorda right now, and this is the area that I'm watching for the storm to come in at. I mean, really, it looks pretty quiet over here at this point. Even with that approaching, it just doesn't look like there's too much going to be going on with it at this point. I think we've pretty much have passed the threshold of our main threat here. And we've lost the camera now, oddly enough. Not much in the way of rotation. Like I said, we'll give this probably another 5 minutes and we'll call it a night ourselves. Seeing a lot of destructive interference with this, if anything, too. So I think that's going to be another reason why I tampered. I was harping on this a little earlier while Baconator was on this this convection coming into play here. And it's interesting because that storm that was out ahead of it, which is now turned into this cluster, it had a case of what you called constructive interference, and we're seeing the opposite with this. This is kind of more destructive interference right now. Like whenever these storms end up forming a merger, they do interfere with each other, but this helped. But when it happened here early on, it helped these storms kind of really get going here. Now we're kind of seeing these look really sloppy at this point. Can't get an inflow region going in any of these storms, and this is partially why, along with other parameters, as to why we couldn't get much in the way of tornadoes developed. But alright, you guys. 5 more minutes. That's all we got left here for tonight. Alright, let me see if it's still playing. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Okay, I got that fixed now. I don't know why that stopped like it did. It's really odd. Alright, you guys, let's see. If anyone else has any comments to make before we sign off here, I'm definitely open. See a surge in damaging winds here. Might see a severe thunderstorm warning pop up here. Maybe as it tries to push its way towards Arcadia. But it's not going to be long lasting. The storm is trying to get itself going, though. 42,000 feet tall storm at the cloud at the highest tops here, at its highest point. But just don't think it's gonna get going here. Well, in any case, though, guys, I appreciate everyone who's popped up today. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button as well. Appreciate you all, and I will probably see you guys Monday. I think I'll take tomorrow off and rest a little bit. Until then, you guys take care and have an awesome rest of your night. and a good rest of your weekend.